Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Question Block. And the question for this week was, what are your last minute predictions for the Mario movie? And Naclone said, throughout the movie, Mario will struggle to use power-ups properly, he'll set himself on fire with a fire flower, smash himself into the ground with a propeller suit, and it all culminates into the climax, which will involve Mario switching between a bunch of different power-ups to damage Bowser. The main themes of a bunch of different Mario games will play as he's using the corresponding power-up. Yeah, that's a really interesting idea. I like the idea of Mario struggling to use the power-ups, because it kind of connects to his character development throughout the movie, like with how they seem to be portraying Mario, because it seems like he's kind of just getting used to the Mushroom Kingdom and the Mario world at first, and it seems like he's kind of struggling to do things and struggling to kind of platform and different things like that. So I think it would make sense that he would like struggle to use the power-ups at first and then kind of like master the power-ups by the end of the movie. And yeah, having the different themes play while he's using the power-ups is also a pretty cool idea as well. Like especially like during like the final battle with Bowser, they could play like the Mario 64 final battle theme, and then Mario World, and then New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Super Mario 3D World. They could switch between a bunch of those. I think that would be really cool. And Marvel Shorts said, I think Mario will have some power-ups, or maybe be in a place where he talks like he does in the game for a short time. Maybe that's the Charles cameo. I kinda had that idea before with Charles Martinet voicing Mario in like certain sections or like for different parts, but I'm not sure if that's very likely, because it seems like Chris Pratt is kind of like doing an impression of like the different like Mario phrases in the movie, like "Let's a go" or "Wahoo!" Things like that. It kind of seems like he's kind of like imitating the Charles Martinet Mario voice lines, and kind of like I think they kind of have those references in the script. So I'm not sure if Charles will do that. I have a feeling he'll probably do like other characters. So GS Studio said, I think the hammer suit would appear maybe. It would be cool if Mario used the hammers like he did in SMBZ, even though it wasn't official. Also, what if Firebrand and Thunderhand appeared? I think that would be really cool. The hammer suit would be awesome. And that's one of the most underrated Mario power-ups, so I think that would be really cool. And if they don't do the hammer suit, I think at least Mario having a hammer would be cool, because it would reference both like Donkey Kong, the Mario and Luigi series, Super Mario RPG, and then Paper Mario. So I think that would be really cool to see Mario use a hammer at some points during the movie. I mean, it kind of is a reference to other Mario games too, since like when you defeat Bowser in like a lot of the Mario games, you step on a hammer. So I think there's definitely a possibility that the hammers will be referenced in the movie, either through like just Mario using a hammer like he does in a lot of games, or the hammer suit. And Firebrand and Thunderhand would be a cool reference to Superstar Saga, though I feel like with Firebrand, I feel like they probably reference the Fire Flower instead. But it would be cool to see Luigi get like thunder abilities, like Thunderhand and everything. Just seeing Luigi go Thunder in the movie would be pretty funny to see. But yeah, so Super Plush Films said, I think the Mario movie will show new characters that they never showed us in the trailers. Yeah, I think that's almost a guaranteed, because Foreman Spike didn't show up in any of the trailers, even though he's definitely going to be in the movie due to like the casting and everything. So I know that's for sure that's at least one character that's going to be in the movie, but there's probably going to be a few others that haven't been shown yet. I doubt that they showed all of the characters in the trailers. Like, I mean, there are a few characters that were shown in, like, some posters, too, like Pauline, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, some of the other Kongs as well. So, I think it would be cool to see, like, more characters. I don't think all of them have been shown in, like, trailers or posters, though. So, Alex Gutierrez says, if successful, would you like to see Fawful to be the next antagonist? Certainly, yeah. That would be really cool to see Fawful like in the sequel and everything, or at least in one of the Mario movies. Like I think there's a lot of potential for like at least like a section of the movie or the next movie taking place in the Bean Bean Kingdom. I think that would be really cool and a really cool callback to the Mario and Luigi series and Superstar Saga, because there's a lot of potential of what they could do with a story for a movie from the Mario and Luigi series. And I feel like Fawful also has a lot of potential as well, since it's not really, like, I think it's out of the realm of possibility that it'll return in the Mario and Luigi series if they bring that series back, because he's basically canonically dead, but in other adaptations, they can kind of flesh out Fawful more as a character and explore Fawful in ways that they didn't in the Mario and Luigi series. So I think it would be really cool to see Fawful and maybe even like some of the other characters like Cackletta or Popple, and then even the Paper Mario characters. I don't really think it's likely in this movie, but a sequel, I definitely think there's a lot of potential there for like more Mario characters in a sequel. I feel like there might be a couple references to like either Mario and Luigi or Paper Mario in this movie, but it's probably going to be pretty small. Like there's probably going to be like a character that says Bowser's Inside Story or something like that. Or like there's like someone's writing a book called Paper Mario. That's probably going to be the extent of it. Or like maybe like one of the lines of dialogue from one of those games, a character references. I know there was one of the Toads had like a similar name to one of the Toads from Paper Mario 64. So there's a possibility that there could be like at least like a minor character or a background character that's based on one of the NPCs from Paper Mario or Mario and Luigi. It's always a possibility that they could do that, so we'll just have to see. So, Awesome Ocelot said that Penguin King teams up with Luigi to escape and both of them eventually find Mario and company and join them. Yeah, I think that's definitely possible. Like, I don't think Luigi is going to be trapped for the whole movie. I definitely think he's going to fight alongside Mario for part of the movie. Like, I feel like they're just showing, like, Luigi trapped with Bowser in the trailers just to show, like, for the first part of the movie. But I think it would make a lot of sense to see Luigi team up with Mario, like, at the final part of the movie, or at least, like, through a big section of the movie. Like, they fight together and, like, defeat Bowser together. We'll just have to see what they do with that. But yeah, I think they're gonna escape at some point in the movie before, like, the final battle against Bowser, so we'll have to see. So J to the P Moreno said, I predict that Wario and Waluigi can make cameos as Foreman Spike's new workers after Mario and Luigi quit working for him. Yeah, I definitely think that's possible. Like, with Foreman Spike, it's probably gonna be, like, where Mario and Luigi, like, either quit or get fired, so yeah, I think that would make for a really cool post-credit scene to see like Wario and Waluigi working for Foreman Spike. And yeah, the next comment here kind of relates to that same topic. But Fried Lemon said Wario and or Waluigi will be in the movie. In the surprise cameo from Charles Martinet, he voices 4 characters in the games, Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi. 2 of them are already in the movie, leaving either Wario, Waluigi, or both to be in the movie. Nintendo knows how much people love Waluigi, so they'd be shooting themselves in the foot not to have him in the movie, and people talking about it, the movie more publicly. Yeah, I definitely think it's possible that we'll see either Wario or Waluigi. I do think it is a little unlikely that we'll see Waluigi, though I do feel like it's likely we'll see Waluigi in one of the movies if they're gonna do a sequel, but Wario I think is definitely a possibility as like a cameo, like for like a post-credit scene or something like that. I doubt it's anything more than a post-credit scene, but Wario, I definitely think that's a really good post-credit scene. Since we're basically confirmed at this point to have a post-credit scene, yeah, I definitely think Wario will probably be there. And also, you said that Charles Martinet voices those 4 characters. He actually voices Baby Mario and Baby Luigi as well. So I know those are technically the same character as Mario and Luigi, just younger, but they technically are also kind of different characters. But another thing, I know this is more of like my own prediction, but this kind of goes off of like the Charles Martinet thing. I think it would be interesting, like, if Charles Martinet did the voice for Baby Mario in like a Yoshi's Island scene in the movie. Like at the beginning of the movie, they could show like Yoshi's Island or like a flashback or something. Most likely the beginning of the movie, as like kind of like setting a background for everything. But I think that would make a lot of sense. But having Charles Martinet as Baby Mario and Baby Luigi would be pretty cool to see. I've also heard some speculation about like Mario's parents, like Mario's dad, being voiced by Charles Martinet, which kind of makes sense. Like, it kind of makes sense that they'd have Charles Martinet voice Mario's dad, but we'll just have to see. So, SMT64 Productions said a post-credit scene for Wart. Yeah, that's also, like, another villain is definitely a possibility, like, for a post-credit scene. Either if it's, like, Fawful, like, earlier, which is pretty unlikely, but let's be honest, but Wart, fairly unlikely, but it would be cool if there was, like, the sequel was based on, like, Super Mario Bros. 2 and everything, though there is, like, the dream aspect of it, which would be kind of weird, so I'm not sure how they would, do that exactly. It would be cool to see, like, Wart or Tatanga or, like, an obscure Mario villain, like, star in one of the other movies. I think that would be pretty cool. So, Max Gaming said, I hope Rosalina appears at the end, not to mention the Lumalee. Maybe Rosalina, arrived to get it back. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I feel like there definitely is a possibility that they could have, like, an ending related to Super Mario Galaxy due to the fact that the Lumalee will be in the movie. So, yeah, I think, like, with Rosalina and everything, that's a possibility. Like, they could show, like, the Comet Observatory. That was actually one of the theories that I had for the movie, like, about some sort of, like, Star Haven or, Comet Observatory, like, area that they go up to. So it might even be, like, towards the end of the movie, like, not even, like, the post-credit scene, but, like, one of the final scenes in the movie, like, Mario's fighting against Bowser, like, at the edge of space or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. And Greg Meets Curbs said, in the post-credit scene of the movie, I think it would tie in other video games, like the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. I would love a Kirby movie. Yeah, I think it would be cool if they did that, though I feel like a post-credit scene, like, for the Mario movie, for the first movie, I feel like it would make a lot of sense to do, like, something Mario-related, like, have a Mario character show up for the post-credit scene, and then, like, have that, like, Nintendo, like, have, like, other Nintendo properties, like, separately, or, like, in another movie in the future. Though a Kirby movie would be amazing. I'd actually love to see a Kirby movie, like, in a similar style to the Mario movie. Just, like, it would definitely work, because Kirby is just all about, like, referencing, like, the past games in the series, so I think that would work out really well if they did a Kirby movie. So, yeah. Pac-Man Gaming said, just hope we get another wacky, goofy, silly, funny Minions logo opener, like the other Illumination films. There's just, like, the Minions out there doing, like, the Super Mario Bros. Theme or something like that. Yeah, that's inevitable. But my personal prediction for that, I don't think they're gonna have, like, the Minions involved at all with this movie. I might be wrong. I might be very wrong about this. I might, like, this might not age well, but I have a feeling that they're kind of distancing themselves from all of the other Illumination properties. I know that they did make that one trailer, like, with, like, all the Illumination characters going into the theater to watch the movie, but it kind of seems like there's a level of separation between, like, all the other Illumination properties in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It just seems like with this movie, it just seems like Illumination happens to be making it, and they're not really tying it into the other Illumination movies. So, I mean, I'm sure they'll, like, reference something, like, once in the movie, but, I don't think they're really gonna really tie it in to the other Illumination movies. This really seems like its own thing, kind of. Like, Nintendo definitely seems to be, like, separating this a lot from like the other Illumination movies, which I've kind of noticed. And I mean, I wouldn't blame Nintendo or even Illumination for doing that, because it seems like, yeah, it definitely seems like the Mario movie is kind of benefiting from not really like emphasizing the fact that it's being made by Illumination, even though Illumination is doing an incredible job animating this movie. This is definitely, probably going to be like one of the best things that they've ever made. Like up there with the original Despicable Me. I don't think they've really made anything that great other than like either this movie or the original Despicable Me. So this is really probably going to be Illumination's one like big movie that's like popular for most people, but we'll just have to see. And the final one is AJE Sharma, and they said 54% on Rotten Tomatoes. Ooh. I know there have been a couple negative first impressions from the movie, but honestly, like, due to like most of the first impressions from the movie from like the first screening seem to be positive. Like most of the reviews and first impressions like are generally like very positive about this movie. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure if it will be that high due to the fact that there's like a lot of critics and things, but yeah, I feel like this is probably gonna score pretty well due to like the things that I've been seeing online, the popularity of this movie, and the fact that they've been handling like the Mario IP very well in this movie. I don't know, I think this might get like a fairly good score. But yeah, anyways, those were some of the predictions that some viewers had for the Mario movie, and I am really looking forward to this movie. Like, I am ecstatic about it, and I can't wait to see it. Like, I've just been counting down the days, and yeah, I'm really pumped and excited about this. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and the next question is, what are your first Nintendo memories? Let me know down in the comments below. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And make sure to check out my Discord server if you want to. Goodbye.